it's a thing, bro. Dudes with low SMV be haters, bro. I've been around these niggas. I've been around niggas who don't drive, bro. I've been around niggas who don't got education. I've been around niggas who have no fucking ambition. I can confirm for you, they will actually get mad at you for encouraging them to do better. All right, they actually will get uncomfortable being around you because when they're around you, they know that means they have to do better. That's why people who don't like to stand next to a nigga that's in shape. But we can't allow men who are below average, men who are low performing, to speak on a man that's high performing or who's doing their thing as if they're a loser, which is what he's getting ready to do right now. What he's going to do is first he's going to admit that he sees all these cool things, all these collectibles in Coach's room. Now, mind you, it's not his bedroom. This is a personal game room. Old boy is going to go ahead and create a whole fake scenario based off of his life. Now, remember I told y'all before, people have a hard time attaining the maturity that would allow them to see or be able to, how can I say, be able to factor in the thoughts, opinions, and experiences of others aside from their own experiences. So, for example, someone who tells the truth all the time has a hard time realizing when someone's lying to them or being able to confirm, hold on there, sir. I think you're actually lying to me. Like, so for example, myself, I don't really be doing the wrong thing. I don't be trying to really trick no one. I don't do any of that shit. So therefore, I don't relate to trying to manipulate someone. So if I tell someone I love them, I don't relate to saying stuff like that for the sake of controlling you or for the sake of fooling you. I don't think like that. And most men don't really think that way, which is why it makes it easy for a woman to just get in your face and straight up lie to you. And it will never occur to you, she's not telling the truth, that she's being disingenuous. You understand? I'm gonna go ahead and play the video real quick. Check it out.
I gotta say, never would have taken this guy for having a bunch of wrestling figures. I just
little ninja. I see you, little
sorry,
crusty ninja.
Kind of catches me off guard. Like, wait a minute. This guy has like a whole wrestling.
Do you see the light
do I
view?
have to maybe take it easy on Coach Greg? He has a whole wrestling. He has an NBA Jam arcade. He has an Alf. He has a fucking He-Man thing back there. Is he trying to disarm jackasses like me? Like, I'm ready to go in here and fucking make fun of this guy, and then he has this fucking room full of, like, he has replica wrestling belts there and figures and shit, all these collectibles, and now Back to the Future DeLorean thing up there. He has a little arcade on top of the big arcade. I mean, is this his way of trying to disarm guys like me? Like, now I'm like, well, I can't really go that hard on Coach Greg. He's got an NBA Jam arcade. I want an NBA Jam arcade. He's even got... No, I don't know if that's a CMML belt, but dude. Is this why Coach Greg is having a hard time finding a woman? Is this what it's all about? Being a nerd doesn't mean he's right. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But is it?
This is the delusion of a hater. Okay, I keep telling y'all. If you do not live, first of all, if men who don't live righteous, you will never fucking prosper, yo. Because the thing is, like, when you're not living righteously, it leads you down a path of destruction to the point where you can't see when you're not making no goddamn sense. You can't see when you straight up just lying, bro. Anyone who watches this man's content, Coach Greg understands that man don't got no trouble getting women. What old boy is doing is he's coming in there with the intention of, I'm about to hate on you. I'm about to shit on you. So what he's basically doing is, all right, I'm watching this video. Let's see what I can make fun of, rather than kind of letting the moment happen naturally, right? And there's nothing wrong with having a critique if it's well thought out and you're ready to have a conversation. He actually doesn't really have a strong critique. All the critiques I hear from these guys, if we keep it in a stack, bro, if I had to choose whose life I would want to have, I'm going to choose Coach Greg. If I can choose living a life where I can pick hopping into a G-Wagon, a Porsche, a BMW, a Porsche, not a 911 BMW, say an AMG, These is all things that, again, he's a regular dude. He built himself up from living in his car. That shit is simply inspirational. If I had to choose being able to go out the country and travel the world 5 to 10 times a year and knock down hot young pussy in every country, I said, damn, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Men say that kind of shit because you can't get no girls. So in your mind, you adopt this mindset of trying to keep the girl you got. So I'm assuming, I'm gonna give him some bill. I'm gonna assume that he does have a woman, right? For guys like this, right, getting a woman is actually difficult. And another reason why the previous guy said, "Where's your wife?" and talking about how a man needs a wife and this and that. For a guy like that, getting into a relationship was difficult for you. Getting another woman may be a little bit difficult for you because, again, you wouldn't be a desirable man in the dating market. From your presentation, looks, all that shit. These are two low SMV men. And I'm not trying to have a conversation about men's looks and stuff like that, but I want to show you guys the correlation between below average men and their mindset. They actually, I keep telling y'all, you can't be friends with a broke nigga, and it's hard to be friends with a short nigga. Short niggas and broke niggas are always hating, they're always jealous, and they're always going to talk ish about you. This guy right here in the video, this is the kind of guy that you try to be friends with, but what he'll do is when there's other girls around or people around in general, what he'll do is try to find a way to embarrass you or make you feel uncomfortable in front of groups of people because he wants you to feel like him. So what you're also going to see is he's going to go over this specific scenario of a girl comes to the house, sees this stuff in this house, and they just so turned off. And they just like, oh my God, you're such a nerd. And, you know, oh my God, I forgot I had to go wash my hair. And they make up this excuse to leave. If you were into the lifestyle, first and foremost, that tells me, yo, you don't deal with no attractive women. Also tells me you ain't got no paper in your pocket. That's never been, because I say that because depending on what level you play on, you look at relationships differently. I be telling y'all, your Punani path will shape the man that you become in your past, present, and future. And both the men I showed you have a particular Punani path, and on the Punani path is starvation. On that Punani path is scarcity. They're afraid to lose their girl. That's how they live. Fam, I'd rather have options any day of the week. And you know why? Because I'm not afraid to live life on my own terms. You are.
Is this why he can't get a woman though? They take one look at his room, like he'd probably like see. Maybe the problem is like he wants like perfect tens, you know? He wants like the model hot women, right? And then he's like, yeah, I'm Coach Greg. I sell a book, yeah. You know, and they're like, wow, Coach Greg, you have a successful YouTube? Yeah, I got this whole successful YouTube channel, baby. I'll make that paper. Yeah, and I got a book. I'm like, wow, Coach Greg, you know, take me home now. And then he takes them home, and they're like, what? What kind of room is this? Oh, these are my action figures. These are my wrestling belts. You like wrestling belts? Why do you have so many wrestling toys? You're a grown man. And yeah, but baby, listen, I'm Coach Greg, though. I'm Coach Greg. Listen, I got a book. Remember my book? Remember that paper I make from YouTube? Yeah, don't forget about that. And look, my nice house. I got a nice house. And they're like, listen, you know, it's actually kind of getting late. I forgot I had to do something in the morning. I forgot I had to wash my hair early in the morning. So it was nice meeting you, Coach. Good luck with this. I'm gonna go now. Can you call me an Uber? Is that what goes on? Is that what happened? Nope, went to Comic-Con many times. There's a lot of female nerds. No. I know there are female nerds.
No.
Don't get me wrong.
Well,
But I'm just saying that, like,
first of all,
like the
shut up,
wrestlers,
mind your
try to
business.
go after, like, the hottest model women they could find, you know?
So the reason why I say that this guy gets no pussy, because the reality is this: when you got money, you doofus. You don't need them to like you. Tell me that you never got no pussy without telling me you don't get no pussy. Tell me that you never been with a baddie without telling me that you never been with a baddie. And again, I'm not saying that men have to do that and everything, but that's simply not how it works. No. Because again, men on this level, they can pay. Y'all have your hard time wrapping your heads around men with money. They pay to circumvent that shit. They pay for the convenience. Don't lie to me and say that, yo, that you find honor in not having an easy pass. Once you have an easy pass, you will become